What's up, guys? We're here at Triggercon 2023, and I'm with Ross in the RD booth, and he's going to show us some pretty cool rifles.
How's it going, guys? I'm Ross with RD, and we're going to go through the Mark 1 series of carbines, as well as our additive manufactured suppressors. So RD is the defense component of Radical Firearms, and we started off in the additive space with suppressors with belt-fed machine gun cans for SOCOM, for M240 Bravo, and the M2A1 belt-fed machine gun. We learned a lot about controlling high volumes of gas, and we've taken those principles learned within the machine gun suppressors and applied them to the carbine suppressors. So we wanted to drive a more pleasant user experience when you're shooting the cans. We've chased tonality a lot, so we've got a little bit deeper tone. It's not as high pitch and cracky, while also maintaining high gas flow and reducing the back pressure on that operating system of the gun, so that no matter what gun you're putting these cans on, the gun is much more agnostic towards having a suppressor on it. We've got a few different sizes. We've got full size, which is our LS series. We do these in both a 30 cal and 5.56. And then we have the CS series, which is going to be also in 30 cal or 5.56. CS series is going to be tailored more towards short-barreled rifles. If you're trying to keep that overall package much more compact. We do gas venting directionally out of the ends of the suppressor through bleed valves within the blast chamber. That helps reduce some of that back pressure on the gun. We also use a Geyer baffle system, which looks almost like a giant corkscrew. There are fewer hard stops within the suppressor for you to build up carbon, and it keeps the gas flowing directionally away from the host weapon system. All of our suppressors are hub mount compatible. They'll come with our hub mount installed in the suppressor. We make them out of two materials, the suppressors themselves, Haynes 282, which are our full auto rated cans, and Ty 64, which are the semi-auto rated cans. If you're trying to save a little bit of weight, maybe not going to be as hard on the suppressor, the Ty is an excellent option. They'll all come with our hub mount and with a muzzle device for the applicable caliber. Moving on from the suppressors, we'll look at the Mark 1 series of carbines. So during the Surge program a few years ago, we started using straight gas tubes that were threaded into the gas block of the gun. We've actually hold a patent on threading the gas tube into the gas block. Started using that on the Mark 1 carbines. One of the added bonuses there is you don't end up with parasitic gas loss around the gas tube that you do in a traditional AR-15 setup, where you're inserting the tube into a block and then pinning it in place. You have a tolerance issue there, and you'll end up blowing gas past the gas tube, and you can see that on a lot of guns. Our gas blocks are just shy of being press fit onto the barrel, so we get a good complete gas seal. By sealing up the gas system just a little bit more, it lets us run smaller diameter gas ports. We also use a little bit longer length gas system. So our 12.5-inch gun uses an enhanced carbine gas system, so it's an inch longer than a carbine gas system. 14.5s are mid-length, and all of our 16-inch guns, you'll find an intermediate length gas system. Couple those with the higher flow rates within our suppressors, and you end up with a much better end user experience shooting the gun, not ending up inside of a cloud of gas. One of the other unique guns in our Mark 1 series is our PDW. So this is a 6.5-inch barrel with a 6.5-inch suppressor. Comes with the Battle Arms Development vert stock and their rack charging handle. This gun suppressed out of the box, obviously no optic, laser, or light. But the gun comes suppressed out of the box. It is a 2-stamp gun, but it retails for $19.99. So the vert stock will come in the grip and rip configuration out of the box, so you can rapidly deploy the stock. It is also adjustable to where you can have multi-position adjustment. We chose the vert stock because it allows us to maintain use of a standard bolt carrier group. So you don't have any of the proprietary stuff where you're having to, awkwardly break the gun apart if you need to do any kind of servicing on your firearm. All of the Mark 1 series guns, we use Schmid lower components, so they'll all have nickel Teflon coated triggers in them, true mil-spec components, H2 buffers in all of the regular carbines. And then we also use a different rail on the PDW just because we need to be able to nest that suppressor, so it has to be a little bit larger diameter, and being that short, we wanted to do kind of a hybrid rail system where you'd already have some attachment points there. You do still have a couple of M-lock slots if you need them. The Mark 1 traditional carbines, be it the CQC, Patrol, or DMR, Utilize our tombstone lockup system on the handguard. So you've got steel tombstones that engage in a radius in the barrel nut. The barrel nut's about 2 1/4 inches long. It gives you a lot of surface area for that handguard to sit on. These handguards are also thermal fit. So the handguard is actually heated and then pressed on over the barrel nut to give you minimal shift within the rail. You don't have as much deflection. IR lasers stay zeroed better. Your iron sight stays zeroed better. And they're also anti-rotation tab keyed into our upper receivers.
All right, well, where can they learn more about these?
You can check us out, rdusa.com, and we are also available through Rainier Arms.
All right, thank you for your time.